everybody. Welcome to Live. Kim will be here shortly. She was delayed a little bit and let me know that she wasn't going to be right here to start with me. So I will have to entertain you until she gets here. But I'm going to get started anyway. Today I'm going to talk about living your dream. What does that mean? Some steps, some direction that I know that we've used that has really helped us to get to a really positive place in spite of all the setbacks that can happen in life. I would like to ask you for just a few moments, I'd like you to close your eyes and just take a nice deep breath, and I want you to relax and try to clear some of the clutter that's in your mind, because I really want you to be receptive to what I'm saying. And please write in questions, or even after the broadcast, definitely reach out to me. You can email me or email Kim or Facebook us. Any questions that you have, because it's not like we're coming into your space and giving you all this information and leaving you hanging. If there's questions or anything else, let us know. So close your eyes just for a few moments and really take a nice deep breath. Really inhale, fill your body, fill your stomach, your diaphragm, and your lungs with new oxygen, new breath, new light. And as you exhale, exhale slowly so that you release all of the toxic stuff and really let yourself relax and be receptive, almost like a meditative state, which I hope that some of you have really started to put a few minutes away every day and step away and meditate and focus on your dreams and desires and focus on the changes that you want in your life. I want to talk about for a second, I did a really wonderful, I had a great Reiki class this weekend. It was a 2-day Reiki and Tresol class. And one of my students, slash friends, slash it's wonderful, called me and asked if I could, meet up with her to talk a little bit about the class. She seemingly got overwhelmed by the class, and I understand now, and she pointed out that she's a very logical thinker. A little bit of a skeptic, not quite sure. She's open to this and totally open to allowing and receiving all of these new ideas that we're presenting, that the energy healing of Reiki may present to people. And when we were talking, I could understand how all of our perceptions in life are so different, whether it be how we were raised, what our religion was embedded in us growing up. It would be really nice if we could be raised with spirituality first, understanding who we really are, and then studying all the different theologies and choosing which one resonates with us. And I think there'd be less confusion, at the age of 30. So really make meditation a part of your, daily routine for you. Don't you feel better? Do you feel your shoulders are a little lower? Okay, so palms up, get ready to be open to receive some of the information today, or all of it. So how do you get started on what you really love? The very first thing I have to say is get clarity. Get clarity about really what it is you want to do. And I've said, we've told you, write things down, because when you write something down, that is right there, a contract with the universe. When you put it in black and white and you write it down, and that intention and thought goes on paper, the universe sees it as a legal document. Your birth certificate, your deed of your house that's in your name, your marriage certificate, anything legal that you write down and get stamped is, and also a legal contract with the universe. So write it down, be really clear, okay? Write it down as if you already have it. New career, relationship, new car, Maybe you have desires to, we can't change other people, but you can help to guide them by your higher self asking their higher self, that kind of stuff. Say thank you. Think it all the time. Get clear on what you want. Be thankful for it. Be clear about it. See it as it's going to really be, what it's going to feel like. Close your eyes. See yourself in it. See what it's going to feel like and put that feeling out, because that feeling lets those ripples take over and you just absolutely send the energetic message into the universe. So that's really important. Okay, take the steps. Research what it's going to take to do that dream and go for it. Take the first step. Name it. Name it and own it like you have it. You know, people come in, it's like the complete opposite of what I tell my clients when they come in with health issues. We call them labels, we call them symptoms, things like that. And I always say to them when they say, oh, I have ADD, or I have depression, or I have high blood pressure, I have diabetes. Stop claiming it. You have symptomology in the body that is occurring really because of your thoughts. So that's a whole other thing. Call me and we can talk about that in a session. But anyway, so I say, don't own these things because you don't want them. So in the other sense, own the things that you, first step, see clearly that you want, and then own it like you really have it. See what it's going to take, see what it's going to look like, feel what it's going to feel like, and see yourself in that space. So I had to see myself in a healing center to really make it happen. I never was really sure that I wanted to go back out into a retail public kind of thing again. I've been there numerous times. It's always been wonderful. I'm a people person. I'm basically very happy, and it was always a really thriving environment for me. So I always see myself with people, but I worked out of my home for a long time while I was raising my children. I wanted to be be there at 3 o'clock mom, even though my day didn't finish until my day finished, which could have been any time for those of you that know me. So show the universe by taking the steps that you really, really, really want this, no matter what it is. You know, call that person that you want to connect with. Facebook them. Throw them a little small email. Wanted to connect, if you're interested, here's my email, get back to me. Whatever it is. Maybe you need to connect with somebody that you used to know because they have knowledge on what you want to do. Look at the people who have been successful at where you want to go. And that should be your first clue to knowing that you can achieve anything you want to achieve. If somebody else is already doing it, what makes you think that you can't really do it? So that brings me back to my student this weekend, because I actually spoke again to them this morning about really investing in what you want to do and understanding that you deserve it. We all have blessings. We all deserve blessings. We all deserve anything that we want. And I don't mean to sound like a holy roller, but I'm a spiritual sort of holy roller because I have a lot of faith, I have a lot of trust, and I really have literally no religious background because my father, when I was young, said, let them grow up to be what they want and figure it out then. I don't want to impress anything on that. I came from a Catholic mother and an atheist father and didn't understand all of it. I really didn't understand for a long time why I had 3 grandmothers, and I thought everybody did. And when my friends were like, how come you have 3 grandmothers? I would go, I don't know. How come you only have 2? And then I found out that I was an only child from a second marriage, and my other Grandmom Schwartz, who I loved dearly, and she's in all of my thoughts, was my dad's first wife's mom and my half-sibling's grandmother. But she grew up as my grandmother too. I didn't know any different. It was wonderful. I had kreplach, raviolis, and a lot of really good baking from my Grandma Greco because she made the best soyadel and pizzelles. Anyway, so getting back on track here. when I was speaking to her this morning, we were talking about how all of these things growing up really have to do with where we wind up and letting go of limiting beliefs. And we talked about the prayer of Jabez, because I had just talked to her about it yesterday, because she's like, oh, I don't know if I really deserve this. And I'm like, no. Go read if you think you don't deserve everything that you desire, go read the prayer of Jabez. It's a really short story. It was given to me as a gift. I believe Donna Spears gave me that book. And then when I lost it, I think she replaced it even for me. I read it on a flight from here to Florida going to see my mom. And it really talks about how, yes, you really are deserving of blessings. And how if you want to enlarge your territory, what you're doing, it's really possible. So if you're seeing somebody else doing what you want to do, why is it not possible? Like, think about that. That doesn't even make sense. So visualize it, meditate, visualize it, feel it, act as if you already have it. I know I go over that, but just keep seeing it, and again, own it. Backtrack, just like I tell my clients, don't own the disease, don't do that. Get out of your logical mind, because it's going to limit you, and it's going to really open the door for ego to come in and go, all the old tapes are going to start playing. So let go of expectations, disconnect to the outcome. Just do it, and don't start thinking, what if? What if you just stop thinking about it, start doing what you need to do, and let whatever's going to happen. You may have some obstacles in the way, but that's all they are, is obstacles. Go through them. There's no way of getting around them. Go through them. Surrender, ask for the help, ask for the guidance, just move through it. Stay positive. If you start surrounding yourself with people that don't sound like they're going to get you to your dreams, or they're not going to be on the same path, let them go for a little while. Energetically, you may turn around and look around while you're on your way to your desires and notice that there's some people that aren't so in your life. And I don't mean this personally to anybody that's listening to this. Just stating a fact to everyone that if you allow for negative programming around you or listening to negative stuff, in fact, practice this. When you're talking to people and they start to kind of tell you, well, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, this is going to happen, and you're in your mind going, no, it's not, no, it's not, no, it's not, say it. Like, I had somebody in the store the other day that was trying to tell me what I was feeling. And I was like, no, it doesn't make me feel like that. I don't feel any of the things that you're talking about. So it must be coming from you. No, I don't feel that. And I had to say it a few times. And this person was really sure that they knew what I was thinking and what I was feeling. And I honor that that's what they believe. But it's not what I believe. And when they left, I was like, wow, I really respect that they wanted to help me by maybe pointing out something I wasn't seeing, but I wasn't feeling it at all. And it made me even feel better that I was in that positive place, and I was able to, lesson from before, stand my ground and own my feelings and be able to say, no, I appreciate what you're thinking, but that didn't even enter my mind, because it really didn't. Sometimes we do things for the right reason, and the person who's on the receiving end doesn't see it that way, and it's because they're not open to receiving, first of all, and second of all, their perception is not at the same level that ours was. We were just looking at it a different way. So kind of let go of that limiting stuff, because that's going to stop you from, even if you're clear, even if you're writing this down, you got to keep your energy up. You got to keep your vibration at a level that's higher than 500, and bringing back the things that you want, where you want to be. I wrote down on pieces of paper probably 10 or 12 years ago, and I still have them. They're actually in my office in the little box that was on my wall. My daughter Franca and I wrote out some affirmations and some desires. So 15 years ago, she was 16. It has to be longer than that. She was around 11, and we wrote down our stuff. And I'm actually living a couple of the things that we wrote down. I also wrote down an affirmation that I was going to be feng shuiing the world, one house or business at a time, or one room at a time. And I'm certainly doing a lot of it. I'm not there yet, but the best is yet to come. So I'm open and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm actually into a little bit of the mystery of what it's going to be. The other thing is you have to remember that we all have this connection, which was another part of this discussion this morning. We are all connected at a level to the universe that no matter what we ask for and no matter what we see as our life, whatever our goals are, whatever we see as living our dream is this far away. It's as close as the solar system, not as far as the stars. It's wherever we make it. So I'm going to give you a little hint. I'm going to give you a little tip, actually, a feng shui tip. So if your house, get a compass, if your house faces north, I want you to get some type of, and I'll tell you why in a minute, I'll get some type of image of the sun, whether it be one of those beautiful metal sculptures you can put outside your door, and put it at your front door. Because a house facing south means you're closer to the solar system. It means that the energy that's coming to the front door is that the things that you want are much closer at hand than if your front door is facing north. And north is, and I learned this from my teachers, Ralph and Lonnie D'Amicis, northern exposure is the stars, is the stellar energy. And that, when it's penetrating onto our front door, our window to the world, how we see the world and how others see us, it makes things much further away. And this is kind of like a career step, getting your dreams. So that's why I'm giving you this information. I'm seeing it as this. So the northern facing door is the stellar stars. It's there, but it's an uphill climb. It lets it makes the universe think that the things that you want, your goals, are much further away than where you're thinking. So if you get some type of reflective piece of art or something, or a pot, and put it at your front door, the universe will be coming down and you'll be deflecting the energy only, the intention only of much further away. The metallic energy will act like a mirror and deflect that everything's farther away from me energy back. So you'll also be bringing in that solar energy. You'll be bringing in the sun. You'll be bringing in the intention that things are much closer to happen to you. So why don't you try that along with the steps that we're giving you, and see if that doesn't bump up a charge. Detach from the outcome, trust, don't listen to ego, identify with it right away and change it to positive. Just like I did the other day, if somebody's trying to talk your dreams down or talk where you are down and it's not feeling good and you're starting to feel heaviness, stick to your guns. Deepak Chopra, and I learned it through Wayne Dyer in reading, get to the place of what they call pure potentiality. When you're meditating, they say it's getting in the gap. It's getting into that place of pure stillness where there's no chatter, no thoughts of chaos, no thoughts of the things that are going on that can block you from your true desires. Imagine your true desires out here. Imagine you're sending out the signal, like in this space, you're sending out the signal. Here's the area of pure potentiality. And here's all your dreams and desires. And as you're thinking about it, it's going out like that. So visualize that if you need to. Get clear, meditate, and they say plant the seeds of intention and then watch your garden grow. Have no expectations. Just let go, live life, let it flow, and just be. And I hope that this was helpful. And If you think it was, please feel free to share it. And please, please come back with some comments. I love you. We love you. I'm sorry Kim missed today. And I hope she's okay with what we did today. All right. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. And happy Valentine's Day with love.